What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal episode 29. Today I had my secondary leg day. I did a little bit of a shorter video because I forgot to record my first set. I like unracked it and I was like, I'll take it for a feeler. And then I was like, dude, I'm just gonna do my set. And I completely forgot that I had my camera fucking turned off. I forgot to turn it on. But it was a pretty good session. I felt really strong. I'm starting to feel like training is good again and like fun. And then I'm actually like present during training instead of just like trying to survive, which I think is always a good shift when I'm like able to transition from I just need to survive this training to like I need to be shitting on this, like dunking on this training and just like destroying it. Because up until now, it's been pretty rough in terms of like breathing, my just muscles feeling like I'm weak. But I'm actually starting to feel strong instead of feeling weak and just trying to go through the workout, which is a nice shift because I don't feel like my legs have felt this strong in a long time, and like actually through my quads because I've always been like a very low back dominant squatter, which is something that I'm trying to change by bringing up my quads and my core, because I feel like especially with already being such a dominant deadlifter, like I would like my squat to be more quad dominant because I feel like there's been so much discourse in the powerlifting world about using your quads and that your posterior chain is better, but dude, your quads are a primary mover. Your quads should not be little to no activation, and it's the same thing with pecs. They're the primary mover. They should be the strongest in that movement. And I feel like specifically in powerlifting, it's gotten more popular to just like use your weaknesses in to their advantage. Well, I guess people like wouldn't consider them weaknesses, especially like in the USAPL where it's like you see these squatters that are shooting back blatantly, shooting in their knees, and it's like it's very noticeable technical error that they play into because it's so much harder to fix your squat because you have to unload it and then load it over a period of time, which is just going to take longer. You're going to get weaker initially, but what I believe is it's beneficial for is that at some point you're going to reach that wall anyway, where you're either going to get hurt and you're going to have to rebuild it, or you just do it earlier and then the actual strength that you would have hit a wall at, you just surpass because your form is that much better. That's how I feel, at least. I know that it's not the resounding opinion in the natural powerlifting federations, but you know, like I said, I'm just a fat, washed up powerlifter. But a little bit shorter one. I'll be back tomorrow with a longer video. I'll make sure to record more. I was a little bit tired today, but if you guys enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, comment, or a subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.